permission to bring you the following live broadcast.
How's everyone doing tonight? Woo! It's Wednesday. It's 6 o'clock somewhere. With
John
ready in his chair. And almost 10 whole people watching from home. Are you ready? I said, are you ready? It's time for the ThinkSoJoE Show!
John may be the star of the show, but John isn't here. It's just me. You get me for an hour, 2 hours. I'm over here. Me. That's me. John's not here. You can ignore this one. John is going to attempt to join us from home. Weather prevented him from making it here today. But since I already had promo out for the show and was already, planning on playing all these bands, they've all seen it. They're all like, hey, thanks for playing us. Here I am. Solo show, possibly. John might be here very, very, 15 minutes on via Facebook Messenger or Skype or Zoom or something. You might see him, you might not. We haven't figured that much out. I messaged him 10 minutes before the show. I'm like, hey, dude, do you still have Zoom on your phone? Is it free? How much does it cost? And I'm like, dude, it's free. And Laura loves car crashes. Yeah, me too. Let me tell you. Anyway, so John's like, it's not letting me download it. I said, well, we could, video chat over Facebook Messenger. So that is set up if John is able to do that. I guess we'll find out in 15 minutes. He left something at work and had to run back. So it's quite possibly, yes, John and technology. That's always going to make for a fun show. So we'll see, I guess. And I'm going to be close enough to the camera where the light is going to get blocked by this monitor, I think. So, which is usually John's problem. John's usually here trying to read the chat. He's in the dark, but I'm going to try and stay in the light as much as I can. Me and Weird Al Yankovic back there, that side. Everyone don't type. Yeah, Laura's going to try and keep everybody quiet so that I don't have anybody to interact with at all. Because that's how Laura does. That's what Laura wants. That's okay. Joke's on you, Laura. I know about events coming up, and I know about things that have happened in the past week. And so, I can probably fill 2 hours of content if I need to. And I don't think I'm going to have to, but I probably could, realistically. And I'm going to start off with this dipshit right here, who said on a couple of days ago, it was Sunday morning. I wake up. First of all, I felt like shit all week. Literally, I went out last Tuesday to buy some groceries, and when I got home, I started feeling like crap. To a point where I took COVID tests, multiples. I took one last week, and then I was negative, and I was feeling better, and we went and did the show. And then yesterday I woke up, I ate breakfast, and I couldn't taste my marshmallow Fruity Pebbles. So I was like, fuck, I need to take a COVID test. So fortunately that came up negative, and I'm feeling way better, and I've been able to taste my food. So I'm good. I'm not even looking at the chat, really, Laura. So anyway, Sunday morning, I roll out of bed. We got a show that night. Because Sundays are great nights for shows, let me tell you. So I woke up Sunday. You know how it is. You roll over, you grab your phone. What's going on in the world, Pull up Facebook. I see this dumbass still refusing to pay to see bands when there's so many free options out there. Yeah, okay, dude, I'm sure, I went in his comments, I said, I'm sure all your musician friends who have spent thousands of dollars on lessons and gear and put in countless hours of practice and rehearsals to be able to do what they do, appreciate your hot take there, buddy. And then I unfriended the dude, and he's at 123 comments on this post, which I can no longer comment on because I unfriended the dude. And I wanted to comment on it because Sunday night at the show, I made a point of, in between songs, I literally found out like an hour before the show. So I was like, okay, well, let me finish my game that I'm playing here, and then I got to take a shower, and I'll prep for the show myself, I guess. But Laura wants nobody to type anything, so you're violating Laura's rules. That's okay, though. I'm okay with it. And it's my show, so you are allowed to type. Anyway. Okay, you can type. Mark ruined it, Laura says. Anyway, so I made it a point to, I had the screenshot of this, so I could just grab my phone and read this screenshot. And, you know, and as soon as I read this, everybody starts booing. Because, like, that's just the, like, you're refusing to pay to see bands? Like, dude, it costs us money to do shit like this. You know, like, yeah, okay, yeah, we do shit for free from time to time. Like, we play, like, Music is Art or whatever, and, you know, we don't get paid for that or like, other festival kind of stuff. Let's talk about how Taylor Swift is the highest paid female artist according to Forbes. Congratulations to Taylor Swift. Well deserved. She's a fantastic artist. Absolutely worth every penny. And hopefully all the shit with her and Ticketmaster that was happening, like, you know, when the tickets went on sale, what's in my pockets, the same shit as usual. Actually, there's nothing in my pockets today. I literally just put these pants on. I don't have anything in my pockets today. But you got chat coming in from the Discord server. How about that? Ticketmaster can die, yes. So, you know, but the conversation is out there now because of the difficulty people had trying to get tickets for the Taylor Swift tour. Which, you know, that whole thing is, you need me to prove I'm actually wearing pants? I can do that. Hold on. I am actually wearing pants. See? New hat? No, not new. Been wearing this on the show for weeks. Since the Niners got eliminated from the playoffs, I started wearing this one regularly. It's my Wayne's World inspired ThinkSoJoE show hat, which you could get at merch.thinksojoe.com. Now, I'm having an issue with thinksojoe.com. I've been trying to empty. There's nothing in my pockets, Leland. A night not fit for a man nor beast, apart from Beast Joe, okay? What was I talking about? Oh, the hat. For some reason, my SSL certificate, even though I literally just renewed it, is saying that it expired last year. But we're not stealing your credit card information if you go to buy anything from merch.thinksojoe.com. So, you're lucky I took the hat off. I haven't shaved my head in a couple of days, so I got a little stubble going on up here. I need hair. I don't have hair. I don't need hair. I have hair here. It's good enough. I have hair everywhere except here. But that's neither here nor there. But yeah, this dumbass, and he refuses to pay to see bands. Like, you missed a killer show on Sunday. It was good. -2 points for coming unprepared to this. I literally, like, took a shower and put these pants on. Like, everything that would normally be in my pockets is, like, over on John's chair. Let's see if John shows up, and then maybe I'll consider letting you guys call in. Depends. I'm waiting for John to get back home, and John might jump on to co-host. So, but someone call an ambulance. Laura's in shock from seeing me without braids. Now, she's in the UK, so you have to dial 999 instead of 911 to get her an ambulance. But, you know, I'm sure she'll be fine. She'll get over it. She's seen me without braids millions of times before because I haven't had braids in, like, 13 years. Steph was the original call-in. As far as, like, we said, yeah, okay, sure, you could call in and didn't have it planned ahead of time. Is it 91? No, 91. Yeah, 912 is the number here if you remember the Stonecutters. Oh shit, I said too much. But so nobody commented on I posted, you know, that there's a reason the thumbnail for this week's show is a flute. Nobody commented. Apparently nobody has any idea what happened on this day in music history. I did. I let her call in. And then the next thing I know, John and I were like kidnapped and about to be thrown over the falls. Mark says call 867-5309. Tell Jenny you got her number off the wall. I get that one. But today is the anniversary of a dark day in music history, and that's why the thumbnail today is a flute. There's Sam. It is because she has boobs, Leland. It totally is. Sam, you're sending clown emojis. John's not here. John is gonna hopefully call in shortly. But anyway, what the fuck was I even talking about? I lost my train of thought now. Oh, the flute. So today is the anniversary of the day of the 1989 Grammy Awards. It is Sam's trademark, the clowns. The 1989 Grammy Awards, where they had the very first Best Heavy Metal. Let me see what this award was actually called. The Grammy for Best Hard Rock or Metal Performance, which was infamously won by the flute-playing Jethro Tull. So that's the significance of the flute in the thumbnail today for anybody that may have been wondering, since nobody commented on that post. It's all good. Anyway, I do not like the Grammys. I didn't like the Grammys then. I don't like the Grammys now, and that's partially why I don't like the Grammys, is because the Grammys are a fucking joke. People's Choice Awards would probably be much better, I think. Living Brain Dead needs to cover Aqualung. Sitting on a park bench. Can I tell the difference between a train and a Game Boy? What the? Why wouldn't I be able to tell the difference between a train and a Game Boy? That doesn't make any sense. Mark's been known to play the flute. Yes, you have. Well, I'm trying to keep up on the chat here, so. But yes, no, that's not the chat. That's the Discord. There's the chat. Okay. Steph used a flute once in band camp, but that's a story for another day. Oh, she wants to know if John knows the difference between a train and a Game Boy. We'll ask him when we finally get him on the show. That was the thing, is like I posted this thing. I'm like, how many people are going to say fucking American Pie? American Pie ruined flutes for everybody. Well, maybe it didn't ruin flutes. Maybe it made it more popular. I don't know. But this one time on Bandcamp, which Bandcamp Fridays are, I think, the first Fridays of every month still. So go buy stuff and support your favorite bands so they don't have to pay fees and whatnot. So I should have asked JT to join the Discord if you haven't and make sure you read the rules. Yeah, Dewey discovered that the rules were editable. Should have asked Jay. Well, I literally found out an hour before the show that John wasn't coming because of the weather. And so it was like, all right, I guess I'm just gonna do the show. Mostly because I'd already promised, I told Leland we'd play his new track today. We're gonna world premiere that. That's coming up in about 15 minutes. Brand new track from Evening Slumber with one of the gentlemen from The Bunny the Bear, I do believe. So that's going to come up. That song is coming out Friday on Spotify and wherever else you get your music from. We're going to talk about Burtfest a little later on today because that's going on this weekend. There's a bunch of stuff going on this weekend. Lots of cool stuff. And as soon as I get to the right thing, here we go. Hearts and Hand Grenades we're going to play later. They're a fantastic band, and this is a killer lineup they've got with Once Upon a Flatline and Black Road Sons at the Cave, where I've never been to, and I might have to go to this. It's a good lineup. But then also Saturday at Timeless Babes, you've got the Heathens from Rochester. You got the War Lovers, who we're going to play. They're from Syracuse. Good Squad from Binghamton, which is where my FedEx packages are apparently stuck. And Rat has, well, I guess the weather is probably why my packages are stuck now that I think about it. Okay. Joe, who is faster, Sonic or Mario? Sonic. I remember playing Sonic when I was a kid, and we do need more Dreadnecks. I just saw them a couple of weeks ago. They ain't much to look at, but you can look as much as you like. I remember when I was a kid, though, playing Sega Genesis at my buddy's house, before I ever had a Sega Genesis. Now I own 2 of them. Do I get my pizza? No. I do not get my pizzas from FedEx. But we would play, 2-player in Sonic the Hedgehog 2. And I always felt like Tails was a little bit faster than Sonic, and my buddy was kind of a nerd, and he's, well, actually, no, he didn't speak like that. He says, no, it's, Sonic is not faster than Tails. He just accelerates faster than Tails. And I had no idea what the difference was when I was, 10, 11 years old playing Sonic the Hedgehog 2 for the first time. But, I know what that means now. I understand that. But Sonic definitely faster than Mario, which was the appeal of getting a Sega Genesis in 1992. I don't order. I hate getting stuff FedEx, but like most of the guitar, music online shops, that's how they ship your order is FedEx. So I got a FedEx delivery this morning. When Sonic came out, I was there. No, that's not true. I was not 30 when Sonic came out. Coolest game we could play on the Genesis was Splatterhouse games, Gorefield game. I'm going to show you the coolest game on the Genesis. Give me 1 second, man. Because it's right here in my Genesis. Coolest game on the Genesis. Boom. Mutant League Football. I never owned a copy back in the day. What worked? Dewey says something worked. Anyway, I never owned a copy back in the day, but when I bought a new Sega Genesis, because I found a bunch of my Genesis games in the basement, I'm like, I'm gonna buy a copy of Mutant League Football, and here it is. I got it. And then the Genesis I got, they sent like this power supply that was not the right power supply. So that was kind of ridiculous. So I just got a new power supply. I just got a new the RF, the coax hookup. Tell Joe to review what? What am I reviewing? Top 5 games for Genesis. NHL 94, Mutant League Hockey, Mutant League Football, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and Mortal Kombat. First Mortal Kombat. I don't know what Dewey's talking about in the Discord. I don't have Discord pulled up. I only have the chat. So, Discord is right here. I could just click on it. There I am. Yeah, I don't know what Dewey's talking about worked. No idea. Anyway. Yeah, Dewey's doing something. I have no idea. Sonic CD is better than 2. I wished for Dewey and he appeared. Okay. So I just finally played through Sonic CD not too long ago. Because I never had a Sega CD, which was actually the catalyst for me buying the mini, like the Sega Genesis 2, like the small form one. Because like that is more easily hooked up with the 32X of the Sega CD. Well, 32X anyway, but so in case I eventually buy a 32X. I finally played Sonic CD, and man, those who the fuck thought those special stages were any good? Why is 10 plus 10 equal to 11 plus 11? I don't know, Dewey, why? But yeah, I would not put Sonic CD over Sonic 2. Sonic 2 is the best Sonic game. 3 and Sonic and Knuckles, like together, though, that is one epic Sega game, but separate, they're like, okay, half a game, cool. Yeah, I know it's a riddle. I don't know the answer. Did I like WWF Raw or Royal Rumble on Genesis? Yes. Because 10 plus 10 is 20 and 11 plus 11 is 22. Yeah, anyway. I owned Super WrestleMania and I owned Royal Rumble, and then I was I sold them to a game store, and I was gonna come back and buy something else, and then the game store ended up closing, so I got rid of those for nothing. And I never owned Raw, but I play it on like emulators all the time. So the ThinkSoJoE show does not condone the use of illegal emulation of video games. I don't know. Don't steal anything. What do you, a man with no body and no nose? I don't know. Why am I reading the chat? Anyway, what do you call a man with no body and no nose? I have no idea. I'm not here to answer riddles. I'm here to host a show and tell you about music and tell you about shows that are coming up, and nobody knows. Ha. Can I steal your heart, Joe? Is it okay if I steal your heart? What if I had boobs? I mean, maybe. I don't know. Man. You guys are ridiculous in the chat. And now I get all the attention because John's not here. I have a potential spam caller calling in right now. If I had this hooked up on Bluetooth, I'd totally answer this right now. Then again, it could be something I'm actually looking to, actually waiting for. This is the most you've heard, Joe. You haven't been watching the show then. I mean, you should have been at the show on Sunday night. Answer it anyway. Nah. I remember telling Sean Waltman I love playing as the 1-2-3 kid on SNES Raw. He asked if that inspired the tattoo. You said, yeah. Okay. Monday Night Raw, WWF Raw for Sega Genesis had like, it was basically the same game as like Super WrestleMania and Royal Rumble. However, they added in these like super moves, right? So you could play as the 1-2-3 kid, and he just gets on one turnbuckle, boing, boing, boing from turnbuckle to turnbuckle, and drops an elbow or whatever. You can't expect Dewey to drive here from Fairport every time there's a show. Yeah. I don't know. If I had a car, I'd drive out there to see shows. No, I wouldn't. I might. I don't know. Will the U.S. president declare? I don't know about San Marino. Just like Ben Stiller. You want it injected into your veins. You watch so much. You ever hear the end of that Limp Bizkit album where it's just a loop of Ben Stiller laughing? Inject that fucker into Dewey's bloodstream. Man, I don't know. I don't remember the last time I actually saw Dewey. I think, was it Music is Art was the last time I saw you in person? That wretched festival that banned Wyatt Coyne is the only show in Fairport. So I guess we're not going to Fairport for shows. That's right, the metal bucket and the steel chair. Those were the epitome of weapons, and you could Irish whip them into the ring bell. Yes, I did ask about Limp Bizkit. What do you know about Limp Bizkit? Should I go get the red hat? It's hanging right there. How long does it take John to go home, go to work and come back? He lives 7 minutes away. He's like, I'll be back in 15 minutes. Here we are 23 minutes into the show. Anyway. Yeah, Limp Bizkit, man. We'll talk about Limp Bizkit. But yeah, I'm talking about the end of Chocolate Starfish and the hot dog flavored water where it's just a loop of Ben Stiller laughing. Rosemary Hat's back there too somewhere. Actually, is that? Yeah, right on the bottom there. Joe is reminiscing about his Limp Bizkit days. Yeah, man, I saw Limp Bizkit back in the day. And it was Limp Bizkit. It was, who was on the show? I think Exhibit. Fuck, I don't remember this show, man. It was an anger management tour, so it might have been Limp Bizkit and Eminem. But Ludacris, was Luda? That the show with Luda? I know I was at a show with Ludacris and Papa Roach, and it could have been the same show. It might have been. That's probably it. Yeah, okay. So yeah, that's the one. And like they had this runway that came out from the stage, right? So like you got your stage, but then you got this runway that comes out. So now the problem with a stage with a runway is that the guardrail comes to a point, and guess whose sternum was right up against that point? That was not pleasant. Saw a show going on in Canada with Limp Bizkit and System of Down cover bands. They were called Blimp Lizkit and System A La Down. Okay, that's interesting. I should start a Limp Bizkit cover band. That's how Joe got impaled. Funny enough, that's not the show I injured my ribs on the guardrail at. I did that at a Real Big Fish show at Canal Side. I was... I should. Did I? No, I didn't go to any of the... I regret that now because Ozzy's no longer touring. So I did not go to any Ozfests. I was very much a Warped Tour. I would go to all the Warped Tours when they were at LaSalle Park out here in Buffalo. They moved them out to Darien Lake, which is a little... If you don't drive, it's harder to get to. Dewey got Ben Folds tickets. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, but I used to go to like all the Warped Tours. It looks like Elton John. Who looks like Elton? Oh, Ben Folds. Okay. I don't know if I've ever actually seen what Ben Folds looks like, so I will take your word for it. Does he play like Elton John though? Is he as good as Elton John? I wouldn't imagine so, because I think we'd hear more about Ben Folds if that were the case. But yeah, no, I was at a Real Big Fish show, and you know those outdoor shows, you really got to watch for crowd surfers if you're up front, because you will get kicked in the head or get somebody dropped on you, or it's definitely not Fred Durst. Oh wow, that was... I didn't know he died like he was during the Ozfest. Like I knew he died. I saw Dave Williams play with Drowning Pool in Toronto. John owns a laptop. Laura asked if he owns a PC. I saw Dave Williams with Drowning Pool in Toronto at WrestleMania. They played Tearaway, and then they played Triple H to the ring for the main event. So I got to see him, and then sadly he passed away within like the next year. And I saw Saliva like the year after that, and I was like, hey, the last time I met them, I'm like, hey, the last time I saw you guys was in front of 67,000 screaming wrestling fans who had no idea who you were. And despite the fact I just insulted them, like, yeah, WrestleMania, man, WrestleMania. And, I mentioned Dave. It's sad, But, back to my ribs, like, you got to watch out for crowd surfers when you're at these outdoor shows, right? So they're being surfed over your head. You got to worry about them being dropped on you, or like you getting kicked in the head, and that's happened to me plenty of times. So I'm at this Real Big Fish show, and I'm up front, but I'm turned around, right? And I'm facing this way, and just kind of watching the crowd surfers come in, and the crowd just kind of goes, right up into me, and I'm turned, so my rib just goes right into the guardrail, and that happened twice before I was like, all right, I'm not standing here anymore. And I left the show early. It was, for some reason, Real Big Fish was opening for Bad Fish, which is a Sublime cover band. But Real Big Fish was opening for them. That makes total sense, doesn't it? But I didn't really give a fuck about seeing Bad Fish. I don't think Saliva are still around. They might be. They got a new singer at some point, which was great because the last time I saw them, Josie sounded like shit. But last time I heard of them, they were Lost Elysium opened for them down at Rapids Theater in Niagara Falls, and they were complete dicks to Brian and his then band. So fuck them. But yeah, I left before the fucking Sublime tribute band came on, and I went to work. And I knew, like, my boss's son was there. My boss's son went through, like, medical training and everything. So he went to school for that. So I got there, and I'm just like, hey, I think I might have broken my rib. Is that something I should go to the hospital for? Will they do anything? He said, if you don't think it's broken, don't go. Because they're not going to really do anything. But if you think it might be broken, you might want to go get checked out just in case, like, it punctured a lung or something. But you seem to be breathing fine, so I think you're okay, Crazy day. We were waiting for Drowning Pool, and Sharon and Oz came to the stage, really sad. So we regret to tell you all, Dave Williams never seen big metal guys crying. It was, I liked that first Drowning Pool album. I'm thinking of maybe getting it on vinyl at some point. Tearaway is like one of my favorite songs. And I never got to see like the full lineup. And then, Dave sadly passed, and they came through town with the new lineup, and I didn't go to that because it's just like, I don't know anything about this, lineup without Dave Williams. But, I don't know. I mean, we got to get to a song break. How about that? I got through the first half hour, guys. We got 90 more minutes to go of this show. But we're going to play a new song from Evening Slumber, featuring Matthew Tybor of the Bunny the Bear. And this song is releasing on Friday, February 24th. You can get it on... we're going to help... I will get back to these questions when we get back. But this song's releasing on Friday everywhere you can get music. This is Evening Slumber. And this song is called Everlasting Love on all WNY. ThinkSoJoE Show. Evening Slumber, the song called Everlasting Love with Matthew Tybor from Bunny the Bear. Leland asked before the song break, he said, did you ever see Megadeth live? Yes. I got free tickets and went to see Megadeth. I don't remember who NBA young boy, I don't know, no, man. I think you're like way like age range way lower than me, man. like you're I don't know what NBA young boy is. Anyway, yeah, but I did see Megadeth. I saw him. I don't even know what year it was. I just remember, like, I got free tickets through work, which was weird. Like, why were we getting free tickets to Megadeth shows at work? It was at Art Park. Top 3 rap. Yeah, dude, if you're talking about rap and it's not like before 2005, I have no idea what you're talking about, man. Yeah, like rap died with Biggie and Tupac for me. So like we're talking 95, 90 something, you know. I mean, Jay-Z and, Eminem and, into the 2000s, but then you start getting all these rappers that are just like, and every song sounds exactly the same, and hip hop just went like, like, what I don't know what happened to hip hop, man. That's because I'm not 48, but I'm close enough to not understand hip hop these days. Thank you, Leland. I'm also not 27, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway, are you trying to get music played on here? If you're in Western New York, you just submit at allwny.com. Get music on the station, and then I don't know, man. If I see your events coming up, we'll get you in rotation on the show. But anyway, Joe's in his 70s, says Laura. I mean, I'm sure at least one of you guys knows how old I actually am, so I'm not going to say it. I'm going to let you guys debate in the chat and argue over. Maybe he is NBA a young boy. Maybe that's why he wants to. I have no idea, man. I kind of got out of hip hop as soon as they all started sounding exactly the same. Steph refuses to admit she knows how old I am. Yeah. I don't know, man. Like, I'm an old school hip hop head, and I was talking to an Uber driver the other day. Actually, I'm on the way to my show because I loaded the guitar and everything in the Uber, and the guy's like, "Oh man, I miss jamming with my friends." And we started talking, and we get into dude from New York, and we were talking about rap and hip hop and how to me, to my ears, and it is because it's probably because I am older. You know what I mean? Because like when I was younger and listening to all the new stuff that was popular at the time, my mom didn't understand what the hell I was listening to. What is this garbage you're listening to? No, Mom, Garbage is a different band. This is Hole. Stupid joke. But like, so I think it is because I'm older that maybe I don't appreciate like newer hip hop or rap or whatever. Like just the style of rap is just, to me, it's all. I saw a guy on YouTube the other day, and he was rapping just. The modern style of rap, but reading a Dr. Seuss book, like, which I don't remember which Dr. Seuss book, but, but for me, like, I used to listen to, Biggie and Tupac and Snoop and Dre and, before that, like Public Enemy and, one of my favorite songs is still "Jump" by Criss Cross. So that might give an indication of how old I actually am. Joe likes one rapper, and his name is John Cena. Doo, 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 doo. Leland just discovered unsuspecting John Cena the other day. I introduced him to that concept. He sent me the audio. Music is supposed to feel something. Big E is a rapper now, new gimmick. Well, okay. music is supposed to make you feel something. If it doesn't, it's not for you. But to someone, it's fantastic, unless it's Weird Al. Oh, fuck you. Weird Al, right here. I haven't even looked at this book yet. I got the original, the black and white one. Now I got to read this one. It's just pictures that John Bermuda Schwartz took. Anyway, but, you know, today's rap just doesn't do it for me. And that's, you know, and again, I think a lot of that is the age. If it's something that you're into, you like, cool, man. Like, don't let anybody tell you that something you like isn't any good. You know what I mean? For me, it's just, I don't understand it. It doesn't work for me. Like, the first time I heard Drake, I was like, okay, this is okay. And then, like, I kept listening to Drake, and I'm like, does he do anything else? You know, when I used to be on dating apps years ago, before, like, Karina and I started dating, right? Like, this girl was like, oh yeah, my favorite artist is DJ Khaled. And I'm like, I'm not familiar with him. Let me go listen to some of his songs. And then I couldn't find any songs by DJ Khaled. I'm like, I can't find any songs. So she sends me links, and I'm just listening, right? Because she said this is her favorite artist, right? So I'm just you know, trying to get exposed to this music and understand what she sees in this artist that she's talking about. And she goes, you know, she sends me some links, and I'm just like waiting for this dude to come in with a verse, and there's nothing. I'm like, where is he on this song? Like, I hear him on the song, just DJ Khaled, you know, like, and I come to find out that that's literally what this dude is famous for, is being on other people's songs, yelling his name, right? I mean, I know he makes the beats and everything, and that's cool. Like, the beats were okay. I'm not, you know, I'm not saying anything negative about the beats. So I'm just, you know, like, how is he your favorite artist when he's not actually doing, you know, I guess, you know, if you're more into the beats than the lyrics, that's cool. You know, but John Cena and his tag partner Bling Bling, what the hell? I don't know what you're talking about, Laura. B squared? Was that what B squared stood for? I just looked at this text Steph sent me. Mentally, I'm here, but rummaging around the Sunday slide from Double Dare. Yeah, dude, I wanted to go on Double Dare when I was a kid. And then Guts, and then, like, all those fucking shows. Was that what is that what B2 stood for? Was Bling Bling? I thought it was because his name was Bull Buchanan, and that was I don't know. We're gonna get into wrestling again like we did for an hour and a half last week. Don't want to do that again. Trying not to do that. I'm trying to retain the audience. Anyway, yeah, but yeah, I was telling this Uber driver that, you know, because he was talking about he doesn't get modern hip hop either. And I'm talking to this Uber driver. I said, man, you know, I was at the Public Enemy no, it was Redman and Method Man. I was at the Redman and Method Man show down at Canal Side. And I'm standing with my buddy Brandon, who is, you know, like, he is the rude boy. Like, he's this complete ska kid, you know, who's, you know, loves bands like the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones and, you know, the Planet Smashers and Real Big Fish and Less Than Jake. And then, you know, we're standing there. There's two guys standing in front of us, and there's this song comes on, right? And it goes, walk it like I talk it, walk it like I talk it. And it's that over and over again. I think there might have been a verse, but that's the memorable part. And John is trying to get on the show. I think we're going to get him in just a minute. But these two older dudes standing in front of us have to do a phone call. All right. Give me a few, John. We'll get him we're going to get John, at least audio-wise, on the show. But we're standing there, these two older guys are standing in front of us, and they're like, man, what happened to rap music? And me and my buddy, we just jump in and chime in on this, like, this is just, yeah, we don't know either. They're playing this at a you know, Wu-Tang, you know, Redman and Method Man, at least. They're playing this at their show. Like, what is this? What happened to hip hop? The Misadventures of John could be like a whole spinoff for this episode. It could. I'm going to call John in just a minute here. I told him to give me a few. No, John's not going to call in. I'm going to call John. John's the co-host. So I was trying to get him to do video, but he says he doesn't think he's going to be able to do the video. So what about Facebook video call? Would that work? That's exactly what I wanted to do. That's what I suggested earlier. Yes, I can get John video on the show. So we'll get him on the show momentarily. I just wanted to finish up that story about the hip hop guys that were, they don't understand it either. John Bon Brophy. All right, we're gonna try and get John. That's not where I want to go. Over here. Let's see what we can do here. See if we can get John. We're gonna try. Let's see. It's loading. Loading. Please allow camera and microphone access. Okay. Somewhere over here, it's gonna let me do. There we go. OBS virtual camera and Rodecaster 2. All right. Allow. All right. Hey, this might work. Let's see if John answers. John joined the call. I hear John.
Hello.
We're going to turn John's volume down a little bit, but yes, there's John. Okay, now we're going to get John on the screen.
Let's see.
No,
I'm gonna try to do it from the laptop.
Okay, we're gonna get you on the screen in a second. Right now, it's just showing that guy's post from the other day. You remember the guy who said that he didn't want to pay to go see bands. So we're gonna go to the main scene. We're gonna get you on. Please start Minicam. What the fuck? John's on his laptop. He's trying to get video going now. He had video going a second ago. We're gonna get him. Oh, he's working on it. He's trying. What are we doing here? I'm trying to get everything set up here. So we got John on the call, and we're trying to get. Let's see. How do I do this? I don't know. John's on the call. We can hear John. We just can't. There he is. He's there now.
Okay, so yeah, it's not working on the laptop. I had to do it from my phone.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. No problem.
I'm technically not on the show, but I am, but I'm not there with you.
You're here enough.
Yeah. I'm in our band spot.
You are. We're moving back to Lockport. I'm not thrilled about moving back to Lockport, but we're moving back to Lockport anyway. I mean, I don't mind moving back to Lockport. It's just, yeah. Anyway, yes, you're now officially on the show, John. They can see you.
Yes.
Yes. John is here. I can see you. They can see you. They want to know, John, what's in your pockets?
Shit. Okay.
They asked me.
I took this out of my pocket, but I can't give it to you.
He's got a living brain dead guitar pick. Earlier today, I was taking everything out of the pockets I wore to the show, and there was a whole pocket full of guitar picks. I'm like, I'll put these over here so John can't see them. But yeah, I literally have nothing in my pockets. They asked me earlier. I'm like, I just put these pants on. There's nothing in these pockets because I left everything on John's chair when I changed pants. You can talk, John. You're on the air.
Oh, sorry. I was I was texting. Sorry. Can't be on my phone. No, I got you. I gotta put you back to full screen.
All right.
All right, there we go. So what did I miss?
You missed. I talked about that guy who said he didn't want to pay to go to see bands. We talked about that.
Oh, really?
I talked about that. We talked about getting hurt at concerts. We talked about some
Oh,
rapper.
I'm good at that.
We talked about some rapper named NBA Youngblood, who I've never heard of, but apparently he's like one of the top 3 rappers in the country. Apparently you haven't heard of him.
Youngblood?
NBA Youngblood, I guess, or was that what Young Boy?
I know Youngblood. I don't know NBA Youngblood.
Was it Young Blood or was it
that?
Young Boy? Yeah, Leland, help me out here. I know you're NBA Young Boy. I have no idea who he is, but apparently he's a really hot rapper right now. Laura says John gets hurt by cats.
True.
This is true.
I get hurt. Actually, no. Honestly, I get hurt by walking.
Yeah, that's what happened. The cat really had nothing to do with it.
No.
Just when he told the story, he's talking about the cat. I'm like, what happened to the cat? I thought something happened to the cat.
Killed the cat. I killed the cat.
Yeah, I don't think that guy's NBA young boy, and we think it might have been the guy that was actually in the chat trying to tell us about the guy. I don't know. But yeah, no, John got hurt walking after. I was not being. When was I being mean to you? Steph says I was being mean to her.
You're being mean to her?
Apparently, I was being mean to Steph. I don't recall being mean to Steph. Jill's in the chat
You
now.
mean?
She says I was mean. I don't recall being mean. But
you're a bully.
I guess. I don't remember being mean. When was I? Sorry, Steph. Laura told me to say sorry. Good. Now that Jill is here, Living Brain Dead is going to learn an Aqualung cover. Joe might sing. He's got. So we were talking about Jethro Tull. Because today's the anniversary of the Grammy Awards, where Jethro Tull won Best Hard Rock or Metal Act over like Metallica, and I think like Megadeth had a song in there or something, Slayer, and fucking Jethro Tull wins. So Leland was like, "Oh, you guys got to cover Aqualung," so I just went sitting on a park bench. Apparently, he thinks I should sing that one. I mean. If only I had a cover band.
Yeah.
So we're moving back to Lockport. So that means if Shane is feeling up for driving 2 days a week out to Lockport, we could probably start doing cover band stuff on Tuesdays. So
yeah,
we'll
pretty much
we'll
good.
figure that out. That hail is fucking rocking. Where'd it go? My face has been pelted. I did not say you were a loser. Steph says I said she was a loser.
No, I can't say you I can't see you saying that.
I would not say that. Leland says, "Where have you guys been? Don't come throwing that energy at me." No, it's definitely on us that we haven't gotten together. We're not saying it's you, but yeah, we need.
We've been super busy.
I mean, like literally, Brain Dead stuff has been like an hour at most every week. So
yeah, but there's you talked about the show on Sunday.
Briefly, I talked about how I stopped to read that Facebook message about a Facebook post about how the guy doesn't want to pay for bands and everybody booed him.
I did a drum solo. Got to use my drum set.
John's super excited about this new drum set. Like, he played a drum solo, and we're just like, we didn't tell him to do that. Where did that come from?
And my mouth was out the wall. I was talking.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah. Make me introduce these fucking songs.
John, what high school does Buffy go to?
Fuck you, Joe.
Here's a hint.
Hogwarts.
Here's a hint. It's not Hogwarts.
Hogwarts.
So we have this song called Gur Arg, and it's about Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Katie wrote it, and every time we go to introduce the song, we always tell John to say the name of the song. And that's just been a tradition since, Brian was still with us, and John started taking to so since Katie's been out of the band and couldn't explain what the song is about, John's taken to has anybody here seen Buffy the Vampire Slayer? So I started calling him out on the fact he never saw Buffy. And then he's like, oh, I'm going to watch, I'm watching Buffy right now. And he's watched 2 episodes. So he tried to be like, I watched Buffy. And I'm like, yeah, what high school she go to?
Hogwarts!
John's been trying to find someone to have sex with so Jill can stop calling him out.
Fuck off. Who said that?
Jill did.
Oh, fuck you, Joe.
Yeah, I need to specify, I guess, who's saying these things, because you can't.
Can they see me?
They can see you.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, they can.
I can't see the comments. You can.
They can see you, and they can see me twice because I'm in the little tiny window like on your screen.
Oh, okay.
So I'm on the screen twice, but that's okay. I could probably cover that up, but I'm not gonna. You guys just deal with seeing me twice. You guys could really be promoting that harder on the show. John could dance and stuff. Yeah. John. Laura says, is John blind now?
Yes, I'm blind.
Mark says, John, sex with yourself can be a very wonderful experience, and you don't even have to buy yourself dinner.
Thanks, Mark.
Well, Jill says log into Facebook. Well, you're using your phone, right? You're using your phone
Yeah.
to be on. So he's using the phone to be on the show.
I'm on Facebook.
Yeah.
Chat with you.
I could probably get you the chat if you have your computer next to you there, right?
It is.
Okay. I could probably get you the chat, and we'll do it during the song break. I'll send you the link. You should be able to read the chat, I think. If not, I'll send you the link to my Discord server and all the chats in the Discord server. So, but yeah, I'll send you. I should be able to get you a link where you can just see the chat on in a web browser or something. So,
I tried to video you off the laptop, but it pretty much no sound and disconnected from the phone.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
That's fine. It's fine, dude. Like, you're here. I can see you. You're in a little narrow window like this big, but you're good. But yeah, man, you missed the new song from Evening Slumber that we played earlier. That's coming out on Spotify this Friday. It's called Everlasting Love. It's got the dude from Bunny the Bear on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess, yeah. Guess you heard about a band?
What about a band?
What happened to me?
Was some band tried to recruit John, and they were like, oh, well, you know, if you join our band, you got to quit your other band and your job. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, to join like the Ryan Ridley I'm not gonna mention any names, but anyway, play like festivals and all that. I pretty much told him, like, no, you know, you guys are more family.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna do that.
I've always maintained that if somebody's like, you know, making you choose, you choose the one that's not making you choose. You know, like, that's just dumb.
That pretty much strike me like, okay, I can't have both.
Right? Jill apparently was friends with the guy when she posted about it.
I'm clear he's seen it. Probably.
Leland says he's definitely going to try and make someone quit their job to drum for Yellow Sauce if we do the band thing.
Oh yeah, some band stole your gimmick.
Yeah, Bastard lived up to their name. Brandon was wearing a banana costume on stage. I'm like, that's gimmick infringement, dude. He's like, well, I'm not in Yellow Sauce. I'm like, I know. That's why you can't wear the banana costume. That's our shtick. Jill says if you left us, she'd stick your dick in a garbage disposal.
I would never do that to you guys. That's not me.
Leland is waiting for our Yellow Sauce turnies to get back to us currently. He said lawyers, but I say yellow sauce attorneys.
But I was pretty much like, dude, not gonna happen. I wish you guys the best of luck. So
Leland says he'd stick your garbage in a dick disposal.
everybody wants to wait. What? What did he say?
He said I'd stick your garbage in a dick disposal.
Oh,
All right, we got to play more music, and
okay.
you'll hear the music, and you'll still see the studio, John. You will. Everybody else will see the the thing that's usually up there.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah.
but I'm gonna mute you, and you're not gonna hear me. So, but you'll hear the music. So that's the important thing. Hearts and Hand Grenades have a show this Saturday night, excuse me, at the Cave, which is somewhere on Military Road. Nowhere on this event page does the address actually show up. I can tell you the coordinates on a map. It's 42.938536 by negative 78.891782. That's where the Cave is. It's somewhere on Military Road. So if you want to go to that show, punch those into Google Map, I guess. But Hearts and Hand Grenades, Once Upon a Flatline, and Black Road Sons. Actually, before I start this, I want to talk about last week we played Johnny Hart and the Mess, and if you remember, their prices were weird, right? They were like $13.72 for was the starting price of a ticket, and it's like that's weird. Why is it like that? They watched the show. They got back to me. They said that it's a thing now. You have to put prices with fees in New York State. So that was what the price would have cost if you bought it through Purple Pass or wherever they were selling the tickets through. Anyway, Hearts and Hand Grenades with special guests Once Upon a Flatline and Black Road Sons live at the Cave, February 25th, 7 p.m. start. Come catch a heavy dose of hard rock, 21 and over show, $15 tickets available in the event link or at the door. And this is Hearts and Hand Grenades, and this song is called Tragedy on All WNY. Think So Joe Show.
Better days far from now.
All right, hearts and hand grenades on all
Nice.
WNY. What's up?
No, I said nice.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
good.
Yeah. I was trying to find, I spent the whole song break trying to find you a link to the chat, and I couldn't find one. So
So,
I tried.
did you like my video I sent you?
Video, which video? You sent me something this morning.
Hey.
Oh, fuck. So it's some guy in a bathroom singing Shout by the Isley Brothers with a bunch of other dudes, like, and I don't know what the context was.
Me either. That's
So-
how I saw.
Yeah, I was like, I'm just like, I know why you sent it to me. I'm just like, I don't know what the hell, like,
By the way, buddy,
yeah.
if you gotta spew into
You
this.
still have that cup? He came
Yeah,
up to me
man,
at the
you
show
never
with
know.
that. He came up to me at the show with that cup, and he said, if you're gonna spew into this. Leland says about the cave, that venue, the cave, is real nice. It's on Grant Street near Military. You got to go way into the back of the parking lot to enter for some reason. So, but yeah, hearts and hand grenades. Just play them. They're gonna be at the cave on Saturday night. So, which they're
Nice.
they're a fantastic band. If you haven't seen them yet, you should definitely try and get out to the cave, see Hearts and Hand Grenades. They're one of my, everybody always asks about my favorite bands in Buffalo. They're up there, man. They're really good. I don't see them as often as I would like to, and they do play quite a bit. We always try and play them on the show when they are, just to kind of let people know, hey, this band exists and you should go see them because they're that good. What do you mean, where is John? He's literally right over there. Or if you're watching me on the little tiny part, he's over. He's still over there. He's right there. Anyway. Yeah. Oh, I think. Or do you mean where is he physically?
At home.
He's at home. He's in the new living.
Rockford.
He's in the new Living Brain Dead headquarters. We haven't even told our landlord yet, so I'm gonna text him
He's
after.
watching. He knows now.
Yeah, sorry, Ted. No, I'm gonna text him after practice tomorrow and be like, "Yo, this was our last practice here. We're moving back to Lockport to save money and have more time because you guys don't have to drive all the way out here and rely on getting a car and everything to get out here, so we can get out there earlier and get practicing earlier and get more shit done before we have to call it a night. So hopefully." I signed us up for Music is Art today, and it's like, oh, look, we still don't have music that sounds like us out there anywhere. So,
Yeah, Jill told me about that. You signed us up.
Signed us up today, so hopefully.
I guess I can let you know now. And about for tomorrow.
Okay.
Mom's got to work, so.
Mm-hmm. So you're gonna be like super late at practice again?
No, I mean like she gets out at 7, so say around like 8 something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Just next week it won't matter.
Right, next week we just got to drive to your house. So.
Yeah. So I'm just thought I'd let you know.
Cool. All right.
Give you a heads up.
Good to know. Put that in the Discord later so Joe knows.
Yeah, I'll do that.
So Leland says John has to leave Living Brain Dead so he can be in the cover band. Joe and Joe don't have to leave Living Brain Dead though. Only you.
Why, Leland? Why? Why you doing it to me, Leland? We're bros.
So I'm building a new pedal board, like, because I have like for the cover band I have this like bass rig in a box or in a bag rather. It's this little tiny thing, that fits in a little tiny carrying bag, and I'm like, I can do that for guitar. So I got almost everything except two things got delayed. They're not coming till Friday. They were supposed to come tomorrow.
I bought a new cymbal.
You bought a new cymbal? Are you talking about the one you bought at Guitar Center or buy another one?
I bought a Crash Ride.
Nice.
It should be in the mail by tomorrow.
Nice.
I ordered offline. It took a deal, but it's Zildjian, but it's a 20, but it's black.
Nice.
Color's black.
Nice.
Yeah. So all my good symbols are only for shows.
I was looking out for
I
a.
use broken staff.
I was looking out for
I even got a spare snare drum, so I don't have to use my good one anymore.
Nice.
Only for shows.
I was looking out for a rolling hardware bag for you on like
Yeah.
musician friend had their stupid deal of the hour the other day for President's Day, and the last time they did a stupid deal of the hour, I got so much stuff. I'm just like, ooh, I want this, I want this, I want this, and I'm just buying shit all day. This time, it's just like, I don't want any of this stuff. What is this crap you're trying to peddle for President's Day? You know, it's like, here's some guitar cables.
Was there any luck on bags?
Here's a guitar strap. No, there was nothing good at all. There was like a guitar and a bass. And it's like, I wouldn't want those guitars or basses, and I don't, like, everything else was just like little tiny accessories, like straps, cables, you know, like stupid shit.
I gotta go back there anyways.
Guitar
I gotta
stuff.
order bags.
Right.
So maybe I'll just throw in a stand bag with it.
Right. Yeah, I got paid for some stuff yesterday, and I'm just sitting here like, ooh, I could buy stuff.
We got that that cart thing.
Right. We bought a band hand cart so we can roll shit in and out of venues.
So that'll come in handy.
Yeah, for sure. I bought a new wireless for my travel board that I'm building with my HX Stomp, my little tiny Dunlop fucking volume pedal. Did you see that picture I sent in the group chat of how small this pedal was?
Yeah.
I had it right next to one of the wristbands, and it's maybe like an inch bigger. It's a fucking expression pedal, so I can do all my wah and, you know, fucking volume shit. But I wanted to hook everything up tomorrow when I got this board, because the boards, I still don't have the board, and I'm waiting on a MIDI controller so I can switch between set lists in my HX Stomp. And it's like, I got the email earlier like, oh, it's these two packages are delayed. They're in Binghamton. Like, why the fuck are they delayed? And then you called and you're like, oh, the weather's bad. I'm like, oh, that makes sense.
Yep.
So Friday, I'll be able to put together my my little mini.
Well, I mean, it's supposed to be gone by tomorrow night, so
Yeah.
we should be good.
Yeah, let's see here. It's currently 27 degrees. 27 degrees in a winter. 27 degrees in a winter weather advisory here in Buffalo. Let me pull up the full weather report here. Lots of snow. Winter weather advisory, snow for the next 120 minutes. Heavy snow right now. See the full forecast. Tonight expect a low of 25 degrees. Tomorrow it'll be 35, and with a low of 22, and snow and rain throughout the day. And it's still going to be cold on Friday and Saturday, and it'll get warmer on Sunday. Show you the snow. Oh, they want you to show them the snow. They said, John, show us the snow. Which makes sense, because you're the one that can move your camera. I can't. This is attached. John is going to go show you the snow. And his dogs.
Are you done?
No, I'm doing the weather. Gotta do the weather report.
John's going to do the weather report.
Gotta get out of the house.
Cameo from John's dad.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Snowing.
There is snow. There's definitely snow out there.
My house.
There's John's house. There's John.
It's cold. It's cold out here. I'm doing a weather report outside for the first time. It's cold. It's dark. And it's cold. I gotta get inside. But yeah, that's pretty bad. Pretty bad.
Yep. That's why John's not here tonight, is because it was going to get pretty bad out, so. Is this the first ever filming of the Think So Joe show from outside, assuming Joe's porch doesn't count? Yes, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I think it is. I think that was the first time we've done anything outside on the Think So Joe show, not counting my porch.
Yes.
Laura said you weren't allowed to go back in the house.
Oh.
She said don't re-enter the house.
But it's cold. Oh, so it was so windy yesterday? It took the screen door off.
Oh, great.
The house.
That's always fun.
There in front. I like it a lot better. I don't have to fight with the door now.
Right. Leland says, what a milestone. We just did our first outdoor segment on the show. We haven't, I'm pretty sure we haven't done anything outdoors aside from porch shows, and those porch shows weren't on video. Those were back in the radio only days of the Think So Joe show. So yeah, I think that was the first outside segment in the history of this show as far as the video portion.
We should do that. We're doing a sound break, and when we come back from break, I could video call you from outside your house and do the weather.
We could do that.
Come back inside.
We could do, yeah, theoretically, we could do that. Yeah. You know what would be great is I could just keep your video muted and you'd still have your lapel mic on, so you guys still hear you. So yeah. Leland is very thrilled to have been able to witness that moment of you going outside on the show. I don't know, man. Like we had to stop doing those porch shows, man, because the kids that used to live next door were just fucking little fucking bastards, man. There's still a clip of the fucking dad from next door, like, oh, you guys need to stop swearing in front of my kids. It's like, we learned half these swears from your kids. What the fuck, dude? Seriously, his kids fucking sucked. Let me see, I got that somewhere here, don't I? Is it this one?
Can you guys stop swearing? I have children over here. Next time you swear, I'm gonna call a cop.
Wait, what?
You didn't hear that? Here, let me turn that. I can't turn that up.
No. What was that from?
That was from an episode of the Think So Joe show that we did out on my porch.
Oh, I wasn't on the show, was I?
No, that was before I knew you, dude. That was years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we used to like in the summer we would go outside, we would do the show. Yeah, imagine someone threatening to call the cops on someone for swearing, says Leland. Yeah, this dude, like seriously, like if you sat outside long enough at my house when they lived next door, it was literally, Laura says 4 years. I think it was probably longer than that because we used to use that for the intro for Bored Wrestling Fan. But like you would like it'd just be these kids next door and just like fuck this and fuck that and fuck, you know, and all these like
fuck.
Right. I'm sitting out there the one day, there's like this teenage dude sitting out there with like these 10-year-old kids, and he's just like, yeah, I fucked your mom, I fucked your mom, I fucked your mom, I fucked your mom. Like, and this dude comes out, like their dad comes out and yells at me for fucking swearing in front of his kids. Fuck that. You know, but yeah, it was me and it was Dan Twist and I think it was Brian.
He left you a voicemail though?
No, that was we picked that up from the microphone. He was next door. He came outside and he said that. So that's literally like it was on the show. He came outside and said that, and it just picked up in the microphone we were using. So yeah, just ridiculous shit, man. Like, you know, your kids swear more than I do, and you're gonna come out here and tell me you're gonna call the cops on me if we swear. So the next week it was still warm because it was like, you know how warm it gets in here. You have definitely experienced summer in this studio. So
yes,
we used to just go outside on really nice days. And we'd set up with just a laptop and like a Blue Yeti microphone, right? Because that's got settings where you can talk to it from any side and still be heard. So we would go out. So the next week, before the show, I bought a shower curtain, right? And I just went out and I taped up the shower curtain to block off that side of the house so those fucking kids weren't just hanging over their fucking porch paying attention to everything we're doing. My neighbor across the street is like, you got the right idea, man. That's a good idea. You know? It's just ridiculous, man. Those kids were fucking terrible. My neighbors next door now, where those kids used to live, they're nice people. They keep to themselves for the most part. I did see them out one night when I was doing Things You Might Not Know, and it was the Titanic episode. And I could not find any decent pictures of like lawn chairs, like plastic furniture. So I went outside to take pictures of my own plastic furniture to use in the video. And they're like, hey, what you doing? Like, I'm doing a YouTube video. I couldn't find pictures of, patio furniture. They're like, cool. What's your channel? And then they subscribe to the channel. So, my neighbors now are cool. So like if we went out and we did that, it'd be probably fine. But,
Yeah.
But then you got to worry about all the background. Like in the studio, it's controlled. You can't hear all of this. Things you might not know to things. You should change the name of Things You Might Not Know to Things You Might Not Think So. And maybe that's a good idea. I don't know. I don't know, but I got the light over here that says Things You Might Not Know. So, I haven't done Things You Might Not Know in like a year. I need to get back into that again. I have a script. It's the same as when I stopped doing it the last time. I have a script. I just haven't felt like doing it. Because then it's like, okay, I got to come up with more topics and I got to actually sit here and do all the production. The way the studio's set up now, though, I could probably do it without messing with anything. I can put the teleprompter over the camera in front of me here and just literally do it right here. But did I do one about Phoenix Jones yet? No, because I don't know what that is. But, yeah. Is that a 716 hat? That place doesn't exist anymore. You're wearing a 716 hat.
Yep.
Yeah, that's like a brewing company now. It's no longer called 716. I remember walking by there one night, like when Pokemon Go was like the big thing.
Oh yeah, I just do that.
I was out with this girl and we're walking around Canal Side and we just happened to be walking by 716 and there's just a shit ton of cops. Like I guess like somebody working there got stabbed or some shit. It's crazy.
Yeah, you ever Raw? You ever when R-Truth and Goldust, R-Truth would play that game?
Yeah.
Go in the ring.
Yeah.
During a match. Somebody else's match. Play that game.
That was a fun 6 weeks when that game was popular. I know people who still play it, so apparently it's still got its following. Still got its following. I kind of got bored with it. I'm like, nah, that's enough of this. I met so many people because of that game. Because you'd be on a team and you'd get into a group and you'd all be like, all right, let's all meet up and let's go take some gyms, So we'd all fucking, they're all like, oh, we're over here at the school. Like, all right, cool, I'll be there in a few minutes. I'm on Team Yellow. I'm gonna wear a Hulk Hogan t-shirt, brother. Phoenix Jones is a real-life superhero from Washington State, like Batman. In Washington, they have a fisticuffs law that allows people to settle civil disputes by way of fisticuffs. And the cops are meant more to referee the thing. It's pretty wild, but it's led to actual vigilante heroes. There was even a league of heroes at one point, including Phoenix Jones, just like the Justice League or Avengers. That would be a fantastic Things You Might Not Know episode. I will talk to my writer when I feel like actually doing those again and have time. Dude, I worked for 7.5 hours straight last night. Like, no breaks. Like, literally 7.5 hours straight just fucking doing voiceovers. I'm like, dude, I need to eat, but this next job's due in 15 minutes. So finally, I finished at like, let me see, I started at like 8, so it was like, 3:30 in the morning. I'm like, I'm okay. Next job's not due for like 2 more hours. I'm stopping and I'm eating.
What time did you end up going to bed?
A little bit before 5. So actually earlier than usual. Where I fucked up, because I took the weekend off, or at least I tried to, but I had so much work to catch up on that by the time I was done with all my work, it was already Sunday. So I'm like, all right, like, I'm not working Sunday, I'm not working Monday, other than for Slat Rock Wrestling, right? Because that's I get those every night. Happy birthday, Slat Rock! It's his birthday today.
Happy birthday.
Anyway, so I was doing his jobs and I wasn't doing anything else until like Monday night. No, Tuesday night. Because I was like, I'm not working Sunday, I'm not working Monday. I didn't do shit. So Tuesday, yesterday I caught up on some work during the day. Like some off, off the platform stuff for like Wrestle with Andy and for like this tech channel I do. And I didn't bother looking at what I needed to do on the platform until I was sitting in my room and I'm watching what the fuck was the movie I was watching yesterday? I don't know, some movie with Charlie Chaplin about fucking World War II, right? So some World War II comedy, because apparently those are like the most popular movies ever. Because that was the second one I've watched since I started doing this. But I'm watching this movie, and I'm like, oh, I wonder what my workload looks like tonight. And I look, and I'm like, oh, that's a lot. So I wind up, finishing the movie, and I come back in here just after 8 o'clock. I put NXT on up here. I put the Sabres game on down here. I hit mute, and I just go straight to work, and I literally work till like 3:30 in the morning. Just nonstop. That's a lot of talking. And I'm just like, I'm finishing these, and I'm done for the night. I'm not touching anything until tomorrow night. So I don't even know what my workload looks like tonight. I don't think it's anywhere near as bad as last night, but it was like, oh, here's an $80 job from this guy. Here's another $80 job from this guy. And now here's 4 $85 jobs from this other guy. And it's like, oh, shit. And those $85 jobs got delivered like half an hour late. Mostly because his last script was fucking terrible. It literally, it's the movie guy, right? Recapping the movies. And it was the 2010 Predator movie. And literally, the script was so badly written that it told the ending 3 times. Really? And I'm just like, what the fuck? All right, that's what's written, that's what's getting read, that's what you're getting. Especially as, I'm watching the clock fucking tick down, and I'm like, I'm out of time to do this, so I need to just finish this and deliver all these. Because I recorded there was 8 scripts total, I recorded all 8 of them back to back to back to back to back, Jill wants to know, John, what are you sucking on?
What?
She says she apparently thinks you're sucking on something. So what are you sucking on?
I got nothing in my mouth.
Anyway. But yeah, I just fucking 7.5 fucking hours straight of work before I was finally like, I can go eat.
Yay.
She says
I don't know how you do it, man. Your schedule is so weird.
She says you don't have anything in your mouth yet.
Fuck you, Joe. Fuck you. I know you can see this. Fuck you.
I figuratively, John. What are you sucking on figuratively? Leland wants to know.
Oh, I love this. Oh, God.
But my work's, I set my own schedule for work, and I am trying to get off of doing overnights and just start working during the day, which is gonna suck come summertime if I stick with that. Ryan is sucking on eggs, for example. Ryan sucks eggs. Ryan sucks eggs. Anyway.
Ryan sucks eggs.
Ryan sucks eggs with mayonnaise. Anyway.
With mayonnaise. Oh, wow.
With mayonnaise. Anyway, so there's a show coming up this weekend. There's lots of shows coming up this weekend. Every show we're talking about today is coming up this weekend. This one's also Saturday. It is at Timeless Babes, which is at 61.5 Main Street in Tonawanda. So that's right around the corner from Stamps.
Is it?
It is.
Huh.
Riot Squad Media presents a showcase of New York bands, punk bands, in the pit at Timeless Babes. They didn't invite us. But it's the Heathens from Rochester.
Why?
They're mostly ska punk bands, but that's why.
We're not ska.
Yeah. Which is why they have a big ska festival coming up in Buffalo. And I'm like, I want to be on that, but we don't play ska. Anyway, the Heathens, Rochester punk, ska core, the War Lovers, who are about to play Syracuse street punk / oi, Good Squad, Binghamton skate punk, and Rat Hazard playing an acoustic set, Buffalo punk. We're Buffalo punk. We should have been on this show. I gotta talk to our agent. We should be on these shows. Anyway, doors at 7 o'clock, show at 8 p.m., $10, all ages, BYOB. And the shop at Timeless Babes is open. And this is the War Lovers out of Syracuse. And this song is called The Mousetrap on all WNY. ThinkSoJoE Show. We're back. That was the War Lovers, a song called The Mousetrap. We would totally fit in on a bill with them. We would have been a perfect fit on that show. I need to yell at Laura. Not this Laura, the other Laura. Riot Squad Laura. Why are we not on this show? Why do I not have John up on the screen? There you are. Okay. I hit the wrong button. There he is. He's back. I'm so used to hitting the camera button, I didn't hit the zoom button this time. So, but yes, John's back on the screen. Anyway. Yep, I need to yell at Laura from Riot Squad for not putting us on this bill, because that's a fucking incredible lineup, and that song right there, we would have fit perfectly. They know what we sound like. Jeez.
Disappointed.
Welcome back, John. We missed you, says Leland.
Oh, hi, Leland. Miss you too.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why we're not on that show.
I will be there next week. I will be in person with Joe next Wednesday.
Which means I'll have to clean the rest of the house next week. Like he called like, I don't think I'm coming, dude. Like, okay, cool. I don't gotta do it. I can just like keep playing this game for like another half hour and then shower and just jump on the show. And here we are. And then I did a half an hour or more by myself, which worked out. I did okay. Sometimes there's a lot of time. Yeah, apparently it's Ash Wednesday today.
Yeah.
I didn't know until I saw some posts on Facebook. Which means Easter is coming up, which means Cadbury cream eggs must be in stores.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a commercial for them the other day. I'm like, yo, Cadbury cream eggs. All right, I got to get some. I love that they put them out for Halloween now, too, as Cadbury Scream Eggs. Because now I can get them twice a year. Oh, you know what I got the other day? I'm going to show you guys what I got the other day. John knows what I got the other day. He was there. I haven't opened them yet. I got hot tamales Peeps.
Yeah.
I haven't tried them yet. I texted Karina when I got home. I'm like, hey, look what I got. She's like, oh, how are they? I'm like, I haven't tried them yet. I said, I think I might, I might try them Sunday after the show. And she goes, no, you should try them at the show. And I'm like, maybe. And then I didn't. And I still haven't opened them. I ate most of the, I think I still have there's a couple of bunnies left back there, blue bunnies.
The blue ones?
The blue ones. Because that was the one, so we went to Walmart because John wanted to buy some blankets. And we walk in and there's this huge display of giant Peeps plushies, right? And so Jill's looking at the plushies and and I'm like, how come they only got bunnies? They don't have the chicks. And then I'm like, fuck, now I want some Peeps. And I looked over and I just saw they had the blue bunnies and then everything else, all the rest of the Peeps were on the top shelf. I'm like, I'm not climbing the fucking shelves just to get some fucking, they all taste the fucking same, right? So,
Yeah.
So we got the blankets and we got the little push cart thing that we bought. And as we're on the way to the checkout, I'm like, yo, let me check this other aisle. And I found these hot tamales Peeps and I haven't tried them yet. I was literally in between jobs last night. I was like, I'm hungry and my throat is fucking burning. I'm like, I'm going to eat some of these Peeps. So I opened the regular Peeps last night just to fucking have something to eat in between jobs where I didn't have to go cook, because work.
Yeah, work.
Leland says, try them now on air. Should I? That's enough of a response for me. All right, I'm gonna try these now.
Oh God, I'm not there.
On air. Yeah, I have drinks nearby.
Good.
I have drinks nearby.
Breathe through this. You're gonna get through this. Just breathe. I want something tiny. Give it hell.
This one's eyes are all fucked up, man. Look at this. Let me show you this Peep. Let's see if we can get that zoomed in there. Look, its eye is on the side, and then its other eye is on the top of its head. This is a fucking inbred Peep or something, man. I don't know. It's a special occasion where John went outside, so Joe's gonna eat some flaming hot tamales Peeps. It says fierce cinnamon. All right, here goes. It's not bad. It's not that hot. Yeah, it wasn't that hot.
Really?
It's got a minuscule cinnamon flavor to it. Otherwise, it tastes like it tastes like a Peep. If you want to experience these without actually buying them, buy some cinnamon, buy some Peeps, just sprinkle a little cinnamon. It's really not. It's really not. It's nowhere near as hot as the packaging led me to believe. Because I've eaten hot tamales and I know what those taste like, and the hotter hot tamales. I know what those are. That wasn't much. There's not a lot of kick to that. I thought it was gonna be a lot worse.
Now I can see the comments. So I got a mute on my laptop.
Oh, good.
So now I'm seeing the comments.
Well,
Okay, Okay, that's why. Okay.
Okay.
That,
Leland
yeah,
has some Carolina Reaper popcorn that it would be incredibly entertaining if I ate just one piece on the show. If we each ate one piece on the show. How do you do with spicy foods, John? Are you okay with spicy foods?
Oh, no.
No, John's not in the Discord. He's watching. Where are you watching? On YouTube? Facebook? Somewhere?
YouTube.
YouTube. He's on YouTube seeing the chat.
So I can see the chat.
So it's not advertised as Flamin' Hot. It's hot tamales, fierce cinnamon. So no, it doesn't line up with anything Flamin' Hot like the Doritos kind of stuff. Read the rules on the fucking Discord. Anyway, the rules on the Discord are ridiculous because Dewey wrote them. Anyway. Yeah, John doesn't do spicy stuff. I used to.
Oh, acid reflux, man.
Acid, that'll do it. I used to do the spicy stuff, man, and I just can't do it anymore. I used to. But yeah, these are, I thought these were going to be way hotter. I'm actually pretty disappointed. So, oh well.
It's like delayed on YouTube.
Yeah, usually is.
Yeah.
That's why it takes them a minute to chat. Like when we ask questions, it takes them a minute to get back to us. Like I'm surprised that we're actually able to have this conversation in real time, to be honest. Because that's just the way the internet goes, like latency and stuff like that. So
if I knew I could do this, I should have did it when I was at the dentist that one day.
Yeah, you should have. Take it into the dentist chair with you, like, all right, about to get this tooth pulled.
Give it help, bitches. That'd be funny. That's a show.
Leland says he's gonna get me this popcorn if I'd eat it on air. It's where I'll try a piece on air. I would try a piece on air. I think I could do it. I can handle these. I can handle it. No, this is no.
Remember that fireball I had?
The fireball.
Last show?
Yeah.
We got. You can smell that.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's still fireballs here from the fucking Sweetwater jar. If anybody doesn't know what I'm talking about with the Sweetwater jar, we got a fucking jar of Sweetwater fucking candy. There it is. Big jar of Sweetwater fucking candy. So all the Smarties are gone. There's still some Tootsie Rolls. There's a couple of Bit of Honeys. And there's root beer barrels down there. Some mints. A few Fireballs still left. Yeah, and then every time I order something from Sweetwater, I get more. I mean, not a big jar, but like I get more candy sent with it. So just like, all right, I'm eating the fucking Tootsie Rolls. I'm eating Bit of Honeys. Which all of my, all of my purchases lately have been through either Zounds or Reverb. So I haven't been buying much from Sweetwater. I did get a text yesterday from my sales engineer over at Sweetwater, Mr. Ben Elder. And he said, hey, man, is there anything I can help you out with? And I said, nah, I'm not really looking for anything at the moment. Maybe towards summer I might be looking for something, but right now, not looking for anything. And then I got paid for, I sold my old mixer from the studio. I got paid for that. And then I got paid for like 2 big jobs. And I'm like, okay, now I can buy what I want. And I went on Reverb and somebody had the wireless, like one of the wireless units I was looking at for half the price. Because they're like, oh, there's only one problem with it, and that's the door doesn't stay closed the battery door doesn't stay closed if you don't use like a rubber band or something on it, which is a common problem with this particular wireless. So I was like, well, that's no problem. If that's the only issue, and he's saying it works if you put a rubber band on it, and he's only charging $115 for this $230 thing, yeah, I'm buying it. So I ordered that. That's going to be the last piece for now for my guitar rig in a bag that I'm working on. So whenever all that stuff ends up getting here. I might have fucked up. I might have bought a too small board because I'm thinking I might want to put a tuner pedal on there too, but I don't need one. So anyway.
I forgot the drum tuner at the spot.
It's still there?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right. We'll grab it Thursday when we grab everything else. We got to figure that. I don't know how the fuck. we're getting everything everywhere. That's gonna be the fun part, because I don't think Joe's gonna want to fucking drive all the way to Lockport after practice. So
No, I would. Like, I'd take the cube if I have to.
Sure, but you've got Jill and you've got the drums and you've got. Plus, there's also the other rack is still there.
Well, yeah.
So there's.
We might have to take
We might have to
try to take a second trip, or a different day.
I'll say we might have to get together like Friday or Saturday and get the rest of the shit out of there and just back to your spot. And
yeah,
but we'll let Ted know Thursday that we're moving. But we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we got it.
Worst case scenario, I'll give Joe the money I would give to an Uber to take me home, and I'll be like, yo, let's get some of the shit that John can't fit in his car, throw it in your car, and head off to South Buffalo with it. So yeah, we'll figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
We'll make it work. Anyway. Yeah, I'm very I thought these were gonna be a lot hotter. I am very disappointed. This one's fucked up too with his eyes. One eye's on his fucking neck, one eye's right on the top of his head. They all got the eyes on the top of the head.
You know it's not gonna look like the picture.
Oh, look at these deformed ass peeps, man.
You know it's not gonna look like the picture, man.
These deformed ass peeps. Usually the eyes are on the sides though. Like, I know what peeps look like. They're not usually the other fucking row of them are fucked up too. Like, somebody fucked up in quality control there, man. I'm gonna eat another one because it's not that hot. It really, there was like no kick to it at all. It's like, it's a cinnamon flavored peep. You know what? I gotta try that. I haven't tried yet. I haven't found it. Is the Pepsi Peeps flavored?
No, they make them.
It's Peeps flavored Pepsi.
I gotta try that.
Yeah, I think they probably sell it at 7-Eleven. I haven't seen it, but I haven't gone to 7-Eleven either. So
Yeah.
maybe tomorrow I'll run across the street to 7-Eleven and see if they got it. And see if we can try that. I'll get like 4 of them. We can all try it. And if Joe and Jill don't want them, then more for us, if it's any good. I'll tell you, man, like, flavored Pepsi is hit or miss. Really.
Mm-hmm.
Like, everybody was like, all like, oh, Crystal Pepsi is back. And it's like, that sucked in the 90s. Like, it's not going to suck now. And then I tried it, and it's like, ew. I had like
you see that orange flavor Pepsi?
Orange flavor Pepsi? No.
Yeah, Chops.
Okay.
Was it like peach or something?
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
You know, I don't know. I'm not even giving that a shot.
You remember Pepsi Blue?
Yeah.
That shit was nasty, dude.
That was,
The only reason you buy that in the first place is because it had like fucking Papa Roach advertising it. I think it was Papa Roach, and I think was the other one like Authority Zero or something like that, or I forget what the other one, but like, it was like 2 popular bands at the time, and their songs are playing over these Pepsi Blue commercials. Like, I gotta have that, and then you drink, it's like, ew. I'd rather drink Windex.
me too.
Like, I bought when they revived Crystal Pepsi. I'm like, I don't really remember what this tastes like. Let me buy one. So I bought one and I had like a sip. I'm like, nope. So Pepsi's like really hit or miss with flavors. So I don't know if I want to try the Peeps flavor Pepsi, but I don't know if it's going to be any good, man. Like, but then you get shit.
I don't know. I mean, I'll give it a shot.
Yeah,
Just try
absolutely.
it once.
I'll just buy, I'll buy 1 bottle, and I think we still have cups at the practice spot, so I'll pour you a glass and I'll pour me a glass, and we'll just be like, all right, let's try it.
Right.
Worst case scenario is we don't like it, and we don't drink any more of it. We just go dump it out in the bathroom and say, hey, we get fresh smelling bathroom now at practice starting next week.
Yes, private.
Starting next week.
Private bathroom. Yeah, that place smelled like shit. That bathroom. That's horrible.
Yeah, that was not a pleasant smell. Uh,
Uh,
the room was nice. The room is nice, and but I mean, like,
yeah.
we'll have more room at
is-
your place, I think. But like, the room was nice. I'm not gonna say anything negative
Oh, yeah.
about I
Oh yeah.
did
There's enough room.
I did feel like the episode of The Simpsons where with Frank Grimes and he's like, I don't need to wear safety gloves because I'm Homer Simpson. I felt like that being like that's what it felt like being in that room because there's electrical panels everywhere. But it is what it is. He gave us a good deal on it, so
Yeah.
we got our use out of it. But I should probably queue up the next song before we fucking
Yep.
get to
It's
that
almost
point.
time to go.
We got about 5 minutes before we got to sign out, but I'm just gonna load up the song just to have it there. But yeah, this is always an option if you don't have a way here or don't feel like driving out here or if the weather's gonna suck. This is always gonna be an option to do like
Yeah, we should do
the
this.
Skype.
If the weather's bad,
Yeah.
then we should just do it this way.
Yeah. I mean, it is much easier to do it in person, but this is definitely a workable option, and I've definitely done shows like this before. So
Yeah, you did shows with Katie.
with Katie,
Like
I've had Scott Leffler as a co-host doing this.
Hmm.
So yeah,
But I'll be in person next week. So
yeah. But anyway, so
yeah.
yeah,
Hopefully,
lots of good shows coming up this weekend. So get out and see some cool bands, and pay to go see the cool bands because they have to put a lot of fucking money and effort and time into becoming really cool bands. Don't be like that dick on fucking Facebook who's like, I'm not gonna pay for bands when there's bands playing for free.
They're doing the same thing we're doing. Pay to support.
Exactly. Look, man, I got nothing against playing free shows and like, especially like we're going to be playing probably Music is Art again. We're going to be playing Porch Fest. We're not getting paid for those. I got nothing against that. I got nothing against if you don't want to pay to come see us, you can come see us at those shows for free. But don't sit here and be like, I'm not going to pay to go see bands. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy who's like, I'm not. Why should I spend my money to go see something I might enjoy? Like, okay, what do you do for a living, dude? So I can not fucking pay you to do it. What a dick. And just people are still commenting on that post, and people are still liking my comment on that post, and I can't fucking re-comment on it because I unfriended the fucker, so I don't have access to comment on his post anymore. I was gonna go on there Sunday night when I got home, like, yeah, dude, I read this at a fucking show and everybody booed you. By the way, Living Brain Dead, if any promoters are out there, we're looking for a show next month on a Saturday night. Book us. We want to play. Right now, our next show is until like May, and that's like way too long. So
It's way too long.
I mean, it'll give us time to fucking record and, all the other shit we're trying to do and work on this set we're trying to do for fucking Porch Fest and all that. But like, yeah, we want to play music. We want to go out. We want to play.
Yes, we want to play.
We want to when we see punk shows like this from promoters that we're friends with. That's that's a little hurtful. Not really.
Yeah.
I mean, you're gonna book who you're gonna book, and all the bands are from out of town except for Rat Hazard. But like, seriously, that would have been a killer lineup for us to be on. Oh well.
Show us some love.
Exactly. We did get invited to play a Burt Fest, not this particular Burt Fest that we're about to talk about. We got invited to play a Burt Fest, but we just didn't want to play at the venue.
That was part of Burt Fest
Last year.
a couple months ago.
Yeah, a couple of months of the, which was also at Ironworks, where this one is. And Burt Fest 2023, featuring the Fake Gumshoe, I'm not going to get into all the details about what the fuck's going on with Gumshoe, but that's not really Gumshoe. Or at least it is Gumshoe, and they didn't write any of the songs. But not my place to talk about. Maybe I'll get Mark on the show and he can talk about it, but that's his beef, not mine. But aside from them, Tokyo Monsters, Creating a Sinner, Bear the Bronze, Lost Like Lions, Red Button Dilemma, The Grave Diggers, Theory of Rock, and Cardiac Cassette. This is going on Sunday at Ironworks, 49 Illinois Street here in Buffalo. $10 pre-sale, 15-day of show. Doors are at 4 p.m. It is an 18 and over show. You can get tickets at purplepass.com/BurtFest2023. And for more information, ftmpevents.com. And we're going to play a band off of Burtfest this, as we often do when there is a Burtfest. And this band is called Red Button Dilemma. And this song is called Medication Blanket on All WNY Think So Joe Show. We'll see you next week. Which button? This button.
Oh.
Spend many nights like this under blankets of medication, a cure that no longer relieves. I walk it off all alone until there is nothing left to bury. Who hasn't let themselves go? 'Cause I try to keep my head above the water. Wake up, you try. Stop spinning your plate for the world. Let it all go away. Drive away no longer the picture of everything that you told yourself you would be. Spend most my life like this, too afraid to let myself help. Now I'm afraid it's too late. When systems collapse, the causes ourselves decaying